First question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Trevor, you mentioned at the beginning of spring training that you didn't feel any nerves because of spring training. I'm just wondering, going into tomorrow, do you expect some butterflies, some nerves in your first start as a Dodger, first real start?
No, I don't. It's baseball. Just it was a normal spring training and normal start of the season. So I'll go out there and have the same competitive attitude that I always do, and I don't expect to have any butterflies.
You made one career start here in 17. What do you remember from that start, and how different maybe sort of the movement of pitches and all that stuff with the thin air up here? How different is it, and how will you adjust based off your experience?
I started that game, I think, on 2 days rest. I had a start in Kansas City that got cut short, like an inning or something like that, and then we were tumbling our rotation all around, so my routine was really off. Moving on the pitches, I didn't really notice a whole lot of difference. Like, to me, it's just you go out there and you get the guy out, and if you're missing, you need to make an adjustment and throw the plate. Like, it's baseball, so everyone has to deal with it. I don't really put a whole lot of stock in, the elevation or whatever else. It's like, it's a baseball game. You go out there and you compete, you win the game. So I think having a normal routine and staying in like a normal mindset and normal bullpen schedule and all that stuff is going to be, put me in a spot where I feel normal on the mound. And we'll see what the results are.
The last few days in Anaheim and LA, the balls seem to be flying. You guys hit 4 home runs in each game. Did you see was the ball flying to you from your vantage point? And what do you make of the ball? The balls are, people talking about the balls being dead and all that. Do you think that they're really that dead?
I think our hitters are just really good. that's what I think. I don't know, man. They give me a ball and I throw it over the plate and try to get the guy out. Like, if the ball's different, it doesn't matter. It's like complaining about us not going to do anything. You're just going to have to throw with it anyway. It favors the hitter, it favors our hitters, and it favors our pitchers. And it's a game. You go out there and you compete, and whatever they give. If they give me a football, I'd go find a way to throw it over the plate and try to win a baseball game. So I think all this stuff is just way overblown.
Thank you, man.
Next question is from Bill Plaschke. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Trevor. What does opening day mean to you? Is there anything special, anything symbolic about just opening day?
Oh, everything. Yeah, opening day is awesome. From lining up on the line, having your name announced in front of the fans. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, not having fans last year for opening day really sucked. So I think having some fans this year would be awesome. Just the excitement around baseball, the community. The fans are there, the players are there. Everyone's excited to get the season going, lining up on the line, hearing your name announced. The flag in center field, the flyover, the balls stamped with opening day on them. It's the first meaningful game of the year. Go out there and try to win as a team, and it's great. It's a great thing overall for baseball. Great thing to be a part of. I never got to go to an opening day. So having been able to go to, I think, 6 or 7 of them now, on the field is really special. I enjoy all of it. I'll have it all on the vlog, so the fans hopefully can enjoy all of it. But it's a special day.
Do you have any one specific opening day memory as a player that sticks out in you?
I've only had opening day in Cleveland, and what I remember about that is it was always super cold and the stadium was packed, and all the Indians fans were just super pumped to have baseball back. Not really one specific opening day. I had I guess my first one, my first opening day where I made the roster out of spring training for the first time. I guess I'd have to say that's probably the most special one, but I just remember how awesome the fans in Cleveland were coming out to support us.
Thank you.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead, Rowan.
Hey, Trevor. I know it still hasn't been long, but just after a month or so of spring, I'm curious how it's been working with Mark Pryor and Connor McGinnis and the pitching guys, and what that relationship building has kind of been like.
Yeah, it's been great so far. I think Connor's really bright. I think he knows his stuff. He works really hard. Same with Mark. I think they go about it like 2 slightly different ways, which is great because you have some diversity on the staff. Some guys take information one way, some guys take information another way. So you have 2 guys that are really smart and really bright about what they do to communicate differently, so we can get through to a lot more people. I think that I've had a great time interacting with both of them. Still obviously new to the whole thing, and to the opening day, I still haven't been through a regular season series with them or anything like that. So we're still building those relationships, but so far so good. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
And obviously, you knew you were joining a stacked rotation, but when you think about how deep it is, and you have Price and Nelson and Gonsolin now coming out of the bullpen, how curious are you to see how that all plays out? And have you ever been a part of anything like that?
I've probably never been a part of staff as a whole that was this deep. We had some pretty ridiculous staffs in Cleveland. Kluber, Carrasco, myself, Bieber, Clevenger, for some of those years. It was just pretty ridiculous. But probably not as deep as this staff is. Certainly not all the way through and then down into the AAA ranks. So, it's going to be fun. I mean, I think the front office has done a great job of putting together a fantastic group of people and group of talented baseball players. And now it's our job to go out there and win baseball games. So I'm excited about that.
Thanks.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Trevor, I'm just curious, how do you prepare for the first start of a season? Like, obviously, the data is based on last year. How do you kind of prepare for the first one compared to like the 15th?
It's the same thing. I throw my bullpen 2 days before the start, play catch today, and I go over the lineup today in my head, look at my scouting reports, my analysts put together, go through all that so I know the hitters, and then I watch the game. I'll usually watch 3 innings in the dugout, and then watch a couple innings on TV if that's possible. I don't know what the rules are this year, and from MLB, I don't know if we're able to watch video in game or not, so I'll find that out shortly, I guess. But usually I would watch the video on TV and look at the scouting reports and kind of just see those hitters in my head and watch the sequences and stuff like that with their body language. And then tomorrow I'll do the same routine that I always do for a start, go out there and win a baseball game.
And as far as the team, there's a ton of expectations surrounding this team, and I'm sure internally there is as well. You just enjoy that? I mean, is that kind of the position you want to be as a player?
I think the expectations are more of a media thing. I think everyone in the clubhouse comes into spring knowing it's a different year and knowing that there's going to be unique challenges, and you have to go out there and prove it on the field. I don't think anyone necessarily feels pressure to do anything more or less based on what we are on paper. I think that everyone here is pretty locked in on go out there and do the best that you can do to prepare, have the best information, have the best preparation, physical, mental, all that stuff, and then go try to win a baseball game. But it's going to be challenging. It's every year is challenging. This year is going to be extra challenging, coming off 60 games last year, and obviously with the COVID protocols and everything like that. So a unique set of challenges, a unique team, and a different year than last year. And I think that's where everyone's mindset's at.
Thanks, Trevor.